Hello, we're back, and for tonight's shadow episode, we're gonna do the 1330 Sidereal Tarot. It is now 12:53 local Sidereal time, and so it will be about 40 minutes. Regular time is 3:53 a.m. and 1330 Sidereal time will be at 4:31 a.m. So perfect timing to get started and pick up this energy. If you don't understand 1330 Sidereal time, you could do some more research. But yeah, let's see, Lesser Sky. What is the energy? What is happening here? The message needs to be spoke because I am here and I'm wide awake, and I've been wide awake, and I thought I was going to be ready to go to sleep, but I'm not. So here we are at almost 4 o'clock in the morning, waiting on 4:31 a.m. Well, not necessarily waiting. I mean, we're getting it in. So let's see what we have. And the local sidereal time is going to depend on where you're at on Earth. It's different. So, all right, we're going to use the visionary I Ching to get the overall energy of the situation. Wow, it's card number 45. It says gathering together. Okay, 45. 4 is the Emperor. 5 is the Hierophant. Those together make the Hermit. Wow. Wow, the bottom of the deck says extended family. It's card number 37. Whoa, this Empress and Chariot energy. OMG. I'm loving the way this message is coming out already. Extended family and gathering together. Main energies for our local sidereal message. 1330 local sidereal time message at this time for today. Let's see what the book has to say about this card number 45, gathering together. The power of gathering together is represented by a rally, where each individual's strength is magnified by the collective power of community. For instance, history has shown that mass movements can bring about stable, ordered, and durable conditions for the better. This reading may be pointing to an auspicious time for large group events or undertakings. The guiding force of a shared vision is essential to align unified forces and keep your people advancing toward a common goal. Another image is that of the lake or basin filling with water. Just as the fullness of the lake can bring good fortune to all in its realm, it can also overflow, leading to disaster. In a time of gathering together, it is essential that precautions against unforeseen dangers be considered, along with efforts to advance the common good along a clearly charted course. Much of human misfortune comes from unexpected events for which we are ill prepared. When gathered together with others, we are more powerful, even if in some ways we are also more vulnerable. Any time of gathering together is a time of potentially great power, which can be either positive or negative. Everything is magnified when masses of people join together for a single purpose. When many people unite behind a single goal or strong vision, it is wise to take personal precautions, protecting your reasonable self-interest, because these can easily be lost in the melee of the crowd. So there's a gathering. And yeah, crowd mentality can be either amazing or dangerous AF. Like, okay, so with that, I want to see more. I definitely want to see more. I want to use the African Goddess Rising Oracle and find out from here if since there's a gathering together coming out, I want to know what is this gathering together about. So what's the common thread? What's the common vision? As we dearly beloved, We're gathered here today to celebrate this little thing we call life. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that energy is coming through from Prince's song. Okay. I want to see. Okay, dearly beloved, we've gathered here today to get through this thing we call life. Electric word life, it means forever, and that's a mighty long time. But I'm here to tell you, there's something else. The afterworld. A world of never-ending happiness. You can always see the sun, day or night. So when you call up that shrink in Beverly Hills, you know the one, Dr. Everything will be all right. Instead of asking him how much of your time is left, ask him how much of your mind, baby. Because in this life, things are much harder than in the afterworld. This life, you're on your own. And if the elevator tries to bring you down, go crazy. Punch a higher floor. Okay. All right. So, interesting. So what is this gathering together about? Now that we've looked at those lyrics from Let's Go Crazy from Prince. All right. So let's go crazy. Let's all go crazy together. Is that what this gathering is all about? Let's go crazy. You know, the most ingenious people, the people that had the most effect on our society, the people that are written down in history books, many of them were thought to be fucking crazy. At least somebody thought they were crazy. Hell, even Jesus was rejected by his own people. I mean, hello. If the mainstream accepts you as normal, you might not be doing anything but the same old shit. Okay? Because the type of powerhouses we're talking about here are people who are disrupting the status quo is what I'm hearing. So what is this gathering together? Show me the gathering together. And we have Allah, grief. Grief. There's pain. So this is interesting because I was noticing today, well, I took a minute to scroll Facebook. I'm not a troll. I don't get on there and start talking crap about nobody. I could have some trolling thoughts, though. Anyways, point is, some people, no matter what they go through, they are going to post everything on Facebook. Everything. Grief is there. Okay. So if grief is on one side of this thing, let me see. Some are gathering together in grief, and I'm intuitively being guided. Okay. So let's see what's the other side. Let's see the other side of this. The other side of this, we have celestial alignment, card number 41. It's like the universe is making some things happen. Yeah. A lot of people. I saw, I think, 3 or 4 posts within just the few minutes that I was on Facebook today. People asking for prayers and all that stuff from whoever was reading it, right? From all their friends on Facebook. So, one side we have celestial alignment, the other side we have grief. All right, interesting. All right, we're gonna get some more information about this. I heard there's 2 ways to view it. You can look at it as, oh my God, this is terrible. What? Interesting. In the face of grief, so much stuff is being brought together. That's one thing I'm hearing. Okay, they want me to get that book out and read on both of these cards. So let's see what the book has to say. But first, I gotta clear my breathing tubes here. Hold on. Okay. Thank you. Now, grief is card number 29. That's High Priestess and Hermit energy. Together, that makes Justice energy with 11. 29. Goddess of Grief. Ancient Earth Mother Allah is the foremost ᥡ᥆᥆ᥙ deity. Goddess Allah oversees motherhood, fertility, and the afterlife. Literally just read the word afterlife. After death, humans return to the womb of Allah, replanted in the soul to reincarnate. Her guidance. Give spirit your grief. Bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out, sob, shriek, shed tears, surrender it. Yeah, I like that advice. Yeah, give it all to God. Give it all to spirit. Give it all to the universe. The embodiment. You are holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip over it and get back to normal. But grief doesn't go away because you ignore it. The only way to healing is to walk through it. Losing a loved one is the ultimate heartbreak, but you also experience grief after breakups, job loss, and disappointments. Self-love and self-care are required. Ask for support. Be gentle with yourself. I am supported by my loved ones, those who are seen and those who are unseen. Excuse me. Okay. Card number 41. 4 is the Emperor, and 1 is the Magician. Inoxasana. Excuse me. Inkosasana. Okay, Inkosasana. I hope I said that right. Please don't be offended. I do the best I can. Inkosasana is the healer of healers and the teacher of teachers whose love for humanity makes the corn grow. She dwells in foamy waters, but is known as the heavenly princess. As above, so below is celestial alignment. Her guidance. Your natural path is to be in alignment with your own divinity. No one can take from you what they didn't give you. The embodiment. How do you want to feel? You think often about what you want, but goddess energy speaks to us in feelings. Celestial alignment is being in sync with the energetic feeling, the frequency of the sacred. Everything that you desire is in that frequency. Match it with your feelings. That is the energy of the goddess. I'm always being guided in the right direction. Hallelujah. Praise the Lord. Amen. Yes. Always being guided in the right direction. Okay. So on one side, we have the grief. Ask for support. There's an energy of loss there and the pain that goes with it. Process that pain. And then it's talking about matching the energies of divinity, being in sync with what we want, the sacred frequency. Okay. All right. So is that what's going on here? We have a gathering together, things being organized to bring power to a group. A group of people who have been through a common pain, through a common loss. A lot of people gone through a lot of loss. All right. Oh, yes. I wanted to start with the universe has your back cards. All right, listeners, God. So we got people coming together. You know, grief does bring people together big time. We know that. Some of us talk about it all the time. Oh, you know, we only see each other for funerals, weddings and funerals. I've heard that before. Have you heard that before? Do you have a family like that? Oh, that's cool. I don't even have that family. I mean, I have a family that I see every freaking day, and that's my kid and my grandsons. Mm-hmm. And then I have an extended family that I chose of my own. I have a brother and a sister. I chose them because they treat me like a brother and a sister, and they did so. Well, my sister, she did it for years before I adopted her. And my brother, it just started immediately. Anyways, show me what's happening here, listeners. We're going to use the universe has your back. As I was preparing for this reading, I saw myself using these cards when I first used them to actually pull more than just oracle messages. I used them as a main energy for a spread, and I was like getting so much. So I was taking them back to that. invited that this would be the perfect deck to do our main spread with. Of course, I have other supporting decks that we're going to use as well. So let's see what's happening here. Please and thank you for showing me with accuracy, clarity, and simplicity, allowing me to channel these messages because I am an open channel for source, for God, for love energy. Whichever vernacular you speak, I speak them all. So welcome. Okay. And we also speak a little bit of ᥡ᥆ᥙ. Hello. So, what's the message for source? Bobby the Cielo, what you got to say, Sky Daddy? All right. I heard, after much pain comes much joy. The pain helps you to find alignment. Believe it or not. That's what I heard. Okay. Somebody's like, pain helps you find alignment. What the heck? Well, then you might, if that was you, you might not necessarily understand the way these energies flows and grows. What the heck is that sticking out? Oh, that's so annoying to me. And there's something in the corner of my screen, and I don't know what it is. Oh, it's this crystal right here. Yep, that's that crystal showing on the camera. That's okay. All right. What is... Let me see you. Let's start with you. True healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Yeah. You had to figure out where were those feelings coming from. Why were you so triggered? Why was it that you were being, I'm hearing enraged? Why were you getting so enraged? Why were you getting so angry all the damn time? Okay, so maybe you were like me, always finding your path to anger. Also easy. I was totally like that. I don't get angry so easily anymore, but I have recently found there are certain things that do upset me. Mothers that, yeah. And so I've had to look at that. Mothers that don't mother. Okay. And I'm like, and why is that triggering me? Okay. Back to you. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. One of the things that I'm seeing is that a lot of people are being moved into positions that they never thought they were going to be moved into, okay? And it's showing up as a result of the internal work that has been done. That surrender to them feelings, letting them feelings flow. All those feelings that were being hidden here, the alignment can come once you let them flow. Oh, thank you. I did not make that message. Oh, my goodness. So I had to tell my daughter because she was the first person around me. I got a download while I was driving, and it was absolutely gorgeous. But hold on, let me blow my nose again. Yeah, it's going to be one of those sessions. But you love the messages so much that you stay and you put up with it just like I do. Because trust me, it's not what I would prefer. Anyways, so I'm driving one day to go pick up my children, and I heard the most beautiful message. So those moments when you feel the kundalini rising, when you have so much love and joy bubbling up out of you, and you just feel so connected to the universe, and it flows through your eyes in tears of joy. Those moments, Spirit said, and they specifically show me the kundalini rising. What that is, emotionally, is that moment when you allow yourself to feel the way, no, they said correct it, say it correctly. I'm like, okay, a fraction of the love that God feels for you all the time. So if you felt that, and I have on several occasions felt that, and there are two specific occasions that come to mind, felt that alignment where it's like the energy just moves up your whole body and comes out the top of your head and tears just overflow. And these are the most beautiful tears you've ever cried. And oh my gosh, and they're showing me that that's a moment where you felt a fraction of the love that source feels for you constantly, constantly, constantly. So it's really beautiful. And that's what this feels like right here. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Um, yeah, when you find your peace within and you let the universe get to work on your behalf, you could be, I see somebody who's in a situation right now, and it's like you would love to be able to do so much more, to accomplish more, to work more, to make more, to create more, whatever it is, you want to do more. And guess what? Universe has got you sitting on your butt, sitting on your sofa, laying in the bed. Ain't nothing for you to do, but just nothing. And it's just reminding me of a message we had the other day from another deck, and it said something to the effect of being okay with doing nothing. The universe is like, you did what you need to do. Let us do our part. Interesting. Okay. So I'm hearing anywhere where you have a concern and a worry, give it to God. Give it to the universe. Give it back. Give it to them. Anywhere where you're worried or concerned about something that's going on in your life, give it to the universe. This is going to help you feel so connected to the universe, and it's going to lighten your heart so much. It's going to feel so good. I heard sweet release. It's a sweet. Okay, I'm hearing this song that I think it's called Sweet Surrender. I don't know it very well. But Sarah McLachlan, possibly. That's the one that came up. It doesn't mean much. It doesn't mean anything at all. The life I've left behind me is a cold room. I've crossed the last line from where I can't return, where every step I took in faith betrayed me and led me from my home. And sweet surrender is all that I have to give. Take me in, no questions asked. You strip away the ugliness that surrounds me. Who are you? Are you an angel? Am I already gone? I only hope that I won't disappoint you. When I'm down here on my knees, who are you? And sweet surrender is all that I have to give. And sweet surrender is all that I have to give. Don't understand the touch of your hand. I would be the one to fall. I miss the little things. I miss everything about you. It doesn't mean much. It doesn't mean anything at all. The life I left behind me is a cold room. Who are you? And sweet surrender is all that I have to give. Who are you? And sweet surrender is all that I have to give. Okay. When I was reading that, I heard every time she asked, who are you? It felt like this is asking the self, like, who are you? Who are you? I don't even know who you are. I see somebody who has been very busy in life in general, and then all of a sudden, everything seems to come to a stop, and there is nothing for you to do. And you're like, who are you? I don't even know you. You're not working. You're not doing anything productive. You're not busy. Who are you? Okay. Interesting. And I see somebody who feels like their circumstances are getting out of control and they just don't know what to do. And they're saying, this is the perfect time to give all those concerns over to the universe, over to God, over to your highest self, over to what vernacular do you like? Because we speak them all again. There is a community that you are connected to, and I'm hearing it's not necessarily a physically visible community. And so you feel often quite alone. You are not alone. You cannot be alone. It's not possible for you to be alone. The universe is truly working for you when there's nothing you can do on the physical part if you would surrender. Surrender is not, it's a state of non-resistance. It's an allowing state of being. Okay. When I am in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. So no matter what's going on, you keep choosing peace. You keep choosing peace. And you know how to align with the universe. So you know that feeling of peace that comes no matter what external circumstances show you. You know that peace within, and that's a blessing. If you're not feeling that, then a empowering question for you to ask right now is, how can I be more in alignment with the love of the universe? Or maybe you say with the love that God has for me. And I'm loving the way that this message is channeling through, because this actually came through when I was talking about that, okay? And that drive and that message that came through while I was driving, that's when you feel the love, a fraction of the love that God has for you. Let me see more. More, please. Not finished pulling our spread yet. We will be pulling 4 more cards for a total of 7. So let's see. What else can you show us? I'm hearing the central issue. The central issue. The central issue is my vibes speak louder than my words. This is why your peace is so important. This is why your surrender is so important. Somebody who surrenders is not in a state of stress or worry. Somebody who surrenders is not in a state of frantic or panic. Okay. So your vibes are going to show louder than your words. The universe knows your true vibe. So, this is why gratitude is so powerful, because when there's so much going on, and it's so stressful, it's so difficult, especially where there's loss or pain of some sort, grief, finding anything to be grateful for is going to truly redirect your focus. You can't be in gratitude at the same time and be in resistance. Those moments that you stop to find those gratitudes will definitely shift you into a different vibe. The more things you can find to be grateful for in the most difficult times is going to do something for your vibe that is quite magical. I hear miraculous. All right. What else can you show me? And when you are feeling off, then, you're going to be in alignment with more vibes that feel off. So let's see what we have. I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. This card, the way the shadow energy is around the border, and then the light looks like a portal, a doorway even. And then in that doorway, we see like moon energy, we see third eye, we see meditation energy. I'm just seeing like there's somebody here who's coming into an awakening. I see somebody coming into awakening through the grief. You'll be reaching out for help. Maybe you are seeing somebody's post for a prayers and good vibes and stuff like that. You can respond to that. You don't even have to post to respond to that. Let me see what else. It says, instead of praying for an outcome, I pray for the highest good for all. And that's how you definitely want to use your prayers, because the highest good for all doesn't involve always specific outcomes that we think. Sometimes the shit that we want is not what we really want, and we don't know it until we done messed it up and got it. Oh boy. Be careful what you ask for, okay? But in this case, if you pray for the highest good for all in any situation, in any circumstance, if your intention, if your affirmation, if your visualization, if your meditation is for the highest good for all, then you leave space for the universe, for God to fill in the details of what exactly that looks like. And why is that so wise? Because only God truly knows. I love the way my brother said, these people are fucking geniuses. They know how to orchestrate everything into the perfect position, okay? Obstacles are detours in the right direction. And when you find that obstacle, that's definitely a time to get in touch with your spirit and find out, is it a detour in the right direction? Because many times they are. Bottom of the deck, when I'm connected to my joyful president, I just said when I'm connected to my joyful president. Okay, so before I finish reading this card, I have to channel the message about that. When I'm connected to my joyful president. Now, all right, interesting. So president, aka ruler of a country, okay, aka the leader of the land. Also, precedent. You're showing me precedent, a court case that sets a standard for how court cases should be determined because it was upheld and honored in the courts and approved by the judge and the jury and everything. So there, precedent, president. Okay, is there interesting, and a precedent tends to be like a ruling that's never really been had, or a case that we've never really had before in the court system. Okay, this is the first time we've ever had a case of this magnitude or of this I don't know, this situation. There's never been this type of situation before. It's setting a precedent. It's setting a precedent. Okay, interesting. All right, let's go into some tarot cards next. I pulled out the ᥡ᥆᥆ Tarot to do our spread tonight. So we're going to go over these cards with the ᥡ᥆᥆ Tarot and see what else we can. I heard the word glean from these messages, okay? I heard the most important message has already been come out, okay? And that most important message that you need to remember is that when you feel joy, you are feeling a fraction of how God feels for you. And when you don't feel joy, you're not feeling how God feels for you at that time, okay? In other words, you're out of alignment when you're not feeling the joy. And yeah, stuff happens that is going to, your response will be to go out of alignment. Earlier, I said, maybe some of you got anger, rage. Maybe you're naturally angry. Like, okay, so I did say that. All right. There's a gathering together. Let's see what's happening here. Reveal it. Reveal it. All right, we're going to start here with the Queen of Cups. Honoring your emotions is one of the highest forms of self-care, and true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Are you getting in touch with your true feelings? That's what it looks like has happened already in the past energy, okay? Getting in touch with your true feelings, and that is necessary. Now, does that mean you pretend like you feel great when you don't? Sometimes, but you acknowledge that you didn't feel great, because then if you don't acknowledge that you don't feel great, then how do you know that you want to at least fake it till you make it feel better? Hello? Okay. There's nothing wrong with feeling bad. What you need to know, that all your feelings are valid. All your feelings are valid and serve a purpose. That low vibration feeling is going to create awareness of where you want to springboard to, okay? So there's big acceptance of how we truly feel, and sometimes are more emotional. And yes, we will always still pivot into a higher vibration. We're not going to intentionally choose to keep ourselves feeling down and weighed down. Not the people who are watching this reading. Oh, no. Maybe some other people will, but they're not going to be guided to this reading. This reading is for you, not them. Okay. And then somebody says, well, that's what I do all the time. I always choose a lower vibrational feeling. Okay. I don't know why, but you're lying to yourself, because if you wanted that, you wouldn't be been guided to this reading right here. I heard some of you feel like you've been choosing it every day, but what it is you've been moving through heavy weight of a lot of emotional buildup. It's like shit has been piling on, and they're like, it's like trying to unearth the dinosaurs. Oh my goodness. In other words, your true essence for somebody here has been buried under a lot of emotions that have been under resistance for so long, neglected, denied for so long, so long. So that's why they're saying that's why it feels like you keep consistently choosing that. They're saying it's not that that's what you're choosing. You're not choosing the lower vibration. You have had a lot of stuff that has not had been neglected until you started paying attention to it. So then it's like you got to go back, work your way backwards, got to backtrack. It's almost like you start at the most recent trauma and you start unraveling this onion of layers and layers to the trauma, and you find that somewhere through it's all connected, it's the same stuff, and it's all coming from the same root, just like an onion. You know, if you don't want that onion to cut off, fall off into pieces, you leave the root intact. When you start slicing off slices or chopping up, chopped onions off the other side of the onion, you leave the root side intact so it'll hold it all together. Well, that's kind of like what happened with the grief. The grief was being held in together because, the roots were still holding it all there. I hope you got that visualization because I can see that very clearly. So in the past, we have Queen of Cups energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, feminine energy there. Let me see. Right now in the current energy, we have the King of Cups. Yes, yes, yes. Now we have emotional mastery. It says, always compose yourself before giving a response. This is emotional mastery. We don't just respond. We don't just react. We check ourselves first. Maybe we take a minute. Maybe we take a fucking breath. Also, I heard love in action, not just feeling those emotions with the Queen of Cups, but doing something with those emotions, turning them into acts of love, turning them into acts of kindness. This is somebody who's going through a difficult time who turns around and then does something to benefit someone else. That's what I heard, to benefit someone else. In order to raise their own vibration. Okay, in order to raise their own vibration, you do something good for somebody else. Yeah, they're telling me there's some sort of hormone that's released in the brain when you do kind acts. It could be serotonin. I'm not a scientist, but I did get that word, and I'm not sure if that's literally what's released in the brain. I think serotonin might be the happy juice inside of the human brain. But yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I see this lady is fixing herself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee. Okay. I wonder how many fights would be stopped if everybody just stopped and had a cup of tea before they opened their mouth and said anything. First, you got to heat the water, then you got to brew the tea. In other words, give yourself a minute before you get into an immediate response, okay? Interesting. All this emotional processing is going to lead somebody into some acts of kindness, okay? Because they are, they've went through a major healing. They've gone through a very major healing. And now there's a surrendering and a choosing of alignment. I hear a choosing of alignment. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck before we keep moving in the spread. We have Justice. That's Libra energy. Yeah. It's also the end of certain things. It's where what's wrong has to be answered for. It's where what's unjust must be corrected. Okay. So all of that energy is here. Okay. And the hidden blessing. Let's see what we have. Is Six of Cups. Give yourself the compassion you were never given. Yeah, you can do things differently than how it was done in the past. When I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. Okay. So past experience has taught you that you could be angry and full of vengeance, rage, whatever, but it ain't going to fix nothing. As a matter of fact, things are still going to get worse. If you keep doing that, you can make even more reasons to be angry and upset or sad or whatever. Excuse me. You can make more of it. And it's like you get to choose how you go through it. When you give yourself a moment and you realize where you're at, when you take that level of emotional mastery to apply into your physical experience and your choice of response, you don't have to be so disturbed by what's happening. I heard it's all just a human experience. Okay. Interesting. I heard somebody, there was this moment in your past, you met a magical person. You was having a very difficult time, and you met a magical person, and this magical person taught you about happiness. Somebody had an experience with a black and white cat, or a black, white, and gray cat, or a gray and white cat, or a gray, yeah. This cat is multicolored, though. Okay. In the past, there was an experience where this lady had knowledge of peace and kindness, and caring. She cares. Caring is the eighth hermetic law, the unspoken, the secret law, okay, that makes the 7 hermetic principles work. You gotta care about stuff. Caring is sharing, and here we have sharing. I have flowers. How about you have some flowers too? Look, I love my flowers. They make me happy when I'm blue. That's what I heard. Okay. So you could have been having a moment in the past that somebody had flowers when you needed it. Interestingly enough, I heard I got a new attitude. I heard this girl, she went ahead and she cut her hair. Somebody cut her long hair all the way off. Yeah. Oh. Nope. Opposite direction. She did not cut her long hair off. Back when this happened, she had short hair. Now, more recently, her hair has grown long. This is the same lady. Okay. Interesting. She had short hair, so she was new to universal consciousness. She was newer to universal consciousness back when this happened. But this other lady, she got that witchy hat on, right? She got the black hat. She grounded. She connected. She already know her crown is on, honey. She got a crown on. So in the past, maybe you're the one that met a very wise old woman. You met this wise old woman. She taught you how to find some happiness. She showed you. She's like, look, this is how I do it. This is how I make it. This is how I do it. And then you were like, oh, I love that. It's beautiful. Oh, yes, please, and thank you. And so you took that and you grew from that, and you grew your hair. You become the sea witch. Look at you. You become the sea witch. Her t-shirt says sea witch. You go into Queen of Cups energy. Okay. So in your past, this magical woman comes into your life, shows you about her happiness, about how she got there. And I heard she gave you the keys on how to process your own emotional triggers, which allow you to truly heal. Boom. You start mastering your emotions. Now you come out as an emotional master. Doesn't mean you get it right every fucking time, but it means every fucking time you know exactly what to do. That's what an emotional master is. And you keep choosing it. You keep making that choice. You keep making that choice. And guess what? The better it gets, the better it gets. Love it. And there's this energy in emotional mastery of surrendering to the feeling, surrendering to the moment, letting the feelings come and go, and knowing that they will pass just like the breeze, and the date on the calendar, honey, is going to pass. Okay. Yeah. All right. And the challenge, we have the Hermit. There are some things that must be done on your own. And it says solitary witch. So the challenge, solitary witch, Hermit energy, Virgo energy. Okay. My vibes speak louder than my words. You got an interesting vibe, and it's so damn interesting that everybody doesn't necessarily get it. And you know what? You got to protect it. I heard you got to protect it. I even see like spirit has kind of got you in this phase where you're doing all this on your own. You're remembering when you connected with this person, you didn't know it was going to end you up on this path where you spent so dang much time alone, okay, in your own energy. studying, reading, disconnecting from your phone, disconnecting from the internet, spending more time on your chaise lounge, in your bed, in your PJs. Okay. Time alone. And here's where she cut her hair. Here's where she cut her. So her hair did grow long. So it's like there's levels to this. You finally got a level of emotional mastery down. You got that. Next phase, okay, now we're going to master you on aloneness. That's your next phase. So once you got that emotional mastery down, which means not that you're perfect with it, but that you know what to do when those feelings come up. You understand what they mean, and you can take decisive action about how you respond with those feelings and what you're going to do when those feelings comes up. And you just going to go fly off into a rage and just get pissed off and beat on everybody and break everything and just act a whole ass every fucking time. No, you're not. Because you now know that when you feel that way, you are disconnected from who and what you truly are. And you're saying, God, I don't want to fucking hear you. You're not fucking here with me, even though you're yelling at God right now, because God is always here with you and can hear and see everything you do. Okay. But here you go. Once you get that emotional mastery down, next challenge is you got to be on your own. Why? This is the ultimate place for you. This is the ultimate place. I heard the ultimate place of power. The ultimate place of power. Oh my goodness. This is your ultimate place of power. When you're alone. Why? Because now it's just you and the universe. You on your higher self. You and God. Okay. All right. You're having this experience, and here comes somebody who's in an awakening phase. As a matter of fact, they're in the same phase that you were way back here when this lady showed you about, hey, guess what? Look what I grew. Oh, you want something? Here, let me share with you. Okay. So here you are. You're in this phase where you've learned so much. You've been by yourself. And 7 of Swords. There's somebody here. Oh, she about to kill the spider in the house. She about to kill the spider in her kitchen. Oh, boy. I heard that's not going to be good. Okay. So somebody has a somebody has a lot of belief and a lot of superstitious shit. I'm going to say that. Somebody has a lot of superstitions. This person who's presenting here has a lot of superstitious beliefs, a lot of, we're going to call them New Age, occult, witchy, whatever, beliefs, right? But here's the thing. She doesn't know that a lot of this darkness that's surrounds her, because notice all of these other cards do not have that. Only this one card has that air of darkness around it. All of the other cards are light. I mean, this one has a little bit, but this is like those passing ugly emotions that we all feel from time to time. This person is creating a steady border of this dark energy around. Interesting. Okay. And why is that? Some of their perspectives are they're giving their power away in certain ways that they have not realized. Okay. They're giving their power away in certain ways they have not realized. They are disempowering themselves and limiting their self in ways that they have not realized. Okay. Now, the card says, are your actions really as selfless as you think? Okay, so somebody here, they think they're doing something selflessly, but they don't understand something. There's a limited perception, a limited awareness. There is some things that they have not realized, okay, that are, I'm hearing, confining their experience. Now, she's got a thought bubble above her head, and it's covering the entire top of the card. And that right now is talking to me like a cloud of confusion. She's confused. I heard misinformation and disinformation. Okay. Misinformation. So somebody's confused. They got misinformation and disinformation. They don't do things. They think they're doing stuff for the good of themselves and for others, or they think they're doing something for everyone else, but they're not really. They're not acknowledging their own personal agendas in a situation. What is that? Okay. Let's keep revealing this message. It's still coming together, guys. Bear with me. Got to get it all out first. All right. Guidance position, Two of Pentacles. When life gets chaotic, find a way to get grounded in balance. Now, that was one of the words, grounded. I mentioned this lady that came up to you, came into your life, tuned you into, look, this is what happens when you turn on the crown chakra and then you light up your energy and when you get grounded. Yeah, I did mention that she was grounded. Okay, so guidance. Find a way to get grounded and balanced with this Two of Pentacles. Okay. All right. There's change happening. There is a balancing change happening. And it's important to be grounded during this time and pray for the highest good for all involved. Okay. Where's this all taking us? We had obstacles are detours in the right direction. And here we have the world. Yay, you did it. Now do something to celebrate a job. Well done. Okay, it's over. It's done. You finally get to walk into the new world, celebrate the new life. All these butterflies. This lady who didn't know so damn much. I heard she was so naive at one point. You were so naive at one point. You were turned on to some information that changed your perspective. You went through a lot of emotional healing. You had to feel a bunch of feelings that you have been neglecting and rejecting for so long about some shit that really matters to you, because boy, it hurt like hell. And that truth is valid. You know, not that it wasn't valid, but then you realize, although that may be true, I got a choice on what I'm going to do here. So boom. You surrender to the situation. You just made a choice. You say, you know what? I don't want to look out there at the dark night. Instead, I'm going to have me a cup of tea. Okay. Don't want to look out there. Don't need to look out there. I can go inward. Okay. Time alone. Time alone. This time alone is necessary for this successful job well done. Okay. I see another situation here where somebody's so connected to the universe, somebody else just loves to give them grief. And I feel like this person who loved to give them grief was such a fucking liar. I ain't even gonna lie. But they would lie about every fucking thing. If their mouth was open, you knew they was lying, because it was nothing but bullshit. Okay. This person was just having a human experience. They didn't know that you could see through their bullshit. They thought they had up a good smoke screen. They thought they had it covered. They thought that they blocked your vision. No, you did not block they did not block your vision. No, sir, ma'am. Oh, Lord. If this is your situation, the guidance for you is you need to create some fucking distance so you could get some fucking balance, baby. You need to get in your own energy. And somebody here, you needed to get in your own energy so bad that the universe is just like, let me help you out. We just gonna take them away. How about that? How about that? They're gone. Poof. Just like that, they were gone. We're gonna add to this experience as it relates to a more physical human to human level. You know, I like to go into that. So let's see. What do we have? They're laughing at me. They're like, I thought you were going to keep the readings more lighthearted and all that. You went pretty damn deep. I'm like, okay. Listen, it's going to come out how it's going to come out. This is an open channel for source. So I can just keep doing what the fuck I'm doing. Okay. You learn this emotional mastery. There's a change. There's a change happening in your life. Let it happen. Stay grounded and balanced. because this is all going to show you successful endings and completions here. You got some stuff to celebrate coming through here. If you're waiting for this moment, trust me, the time alone right now is well worth it, honey. It's part of the process, just like accepting all those emotional triggers and learning how to use your emotional guidance system was part of the process. All these feelings you're having is part of the process. Being alone is part of the process. Let it all happen. Let it all happen. Just ride it out. Just ride it out. This is like you take that long ass drive. All you can do is just sit back and ride and know that eventually you're going to fucking get there. I'm saying you don't know what time it is. You might have forgot what day it is if the trip is long enough. But you're going to get there. You're going to get there. If you stare at the clock, what they say, a watch pot don't boil. If you're staring at the pot, it ain't going to boil fast enough. It's going to take longer. Yeah, so a watch pot don't boil. So don't sit there and stare like, did it happen yet? Should I come out yet? Do I still stay in here by myself? Do I still stay in here by myself? Can I go out yet? Yeah, you can go out in the nature. You still gonna go by your damn self, okay? Don't worry, your time to connect with others is coming up because the whole message started with the gathering together. This time alone is part of the process of the gathering together of what's meant to be together. In order for that to happen, what didn't need to be there needed to be removed. The grief comes first, and then the celestial alignment settles in. Hello? And this time alone is just that. It's a period to settle into the celestial alignment. Thank you. The two times that I see in the forefront of my mind where I definitely felt that Kundalini rising, where I definitely felt the love and joy that God feels for me, or at least a fraction of it, rise up through my entire being and come out the top of my crown and overflow into this universe and flow out of my eyes with tears. Both of those times I felt that I was alone. Alone. Oh, they just showed me a third time where I felt it. Again, I was alone. Alone. This is something that is going to happen for you while you're alone. Feel like watching a movie because you're alone, ain't nobody talking. That's fine. Watch a fucking movie, and that movie gonna make you cry about some shit that done processed and happened in your energy, and now you getting personal messages off of the dang movie that you just watched because it's like somebody speaking to you. It's like God speaking to you. It's like whoever you had on your brain speaking to you. It's like that. It's part of your processing, okay? But you're still alone. And I'll go back to that. Alone? Yeah, alone. Part of the process. Because this is a change for you. This is not a change for everybody. I mean, it's going to affect a lot of bodies. It will affect a lot of bodies. But at the end of the day, it's for you to do. Alone. All right. So let me see more. What else can you show us? In the past energy, we have divorce, property, criminal, paternity, child support, traffic ticket, legal matters, honey, legal matters in the past. A whole lot of emotions about a whole lot of legal matters. I heard there was some legal obligations. And there's that law energy. Hello. Legal energy. Okay, law. Is it spiritual law? Is it man's law? What's the law about? All right. They said keep both of those dang cards. All right. Thank you. So, in the past, a lot of feelings about legal issues. Those legal issues have stress, have worry. Brought up a lot of triggers. I heard it was a spiritual contract, a soul contract of yours to go through divorce, property issues, criminal issues, paternity issues, child support issues, and traffic ticket issues. Okay, listen, that traffic ticket shit is iffy. I'm just saying. Okay, so legal matters. This is coming up very much like karmic energy, like you had karmic stuff to go through that created a lot of emotions in you. And then you had to process those. And the only way they come out is the same way they go in, by feeling them. So to process them, you had to feel them to release them. Okay, what else? In the current energy, we have jackass. And that's literally all it says is jackass. And then we have this whole clown face and the dude with the fingers to the head. Okay, somebody has been a jackass. They feel like they shot themselves in the head. Oh my God, that is so fucking triggering for me right now. You guys, oh my God, I just realized it. Fucking shit, for real. It's like, oh my God, that the anniversary of it is right here. We're at the anniversary of waking up in the morning to that boy shooting himself in the head in my house. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, listen, if you want to talk to me about my own personal life, does it really need to be right now while I'm live recording? Can we talk about that later? Because I could just leave the cards here like I always do, and you could tell me all this later. Can we keep it on this story we was talking about? Well, it kind of pertains. Shut that front door. What's at the bottom of the deck here? Ashamed, guilt, embarrassed, and in the wrong. I was so wrong. I was so wrong for what I did to you. I was so wrong. I heard you make me want to be a better man. Okay, ashamed and guilt. In the wrong at the bottom of it. The shame and guilt that you are holding on to, the feeling that you were wrong, the place of feeling embarrassed, attracted this jackass. Is a goddamn clown here. We have a clown. And then I hear, send in the clowns. Okay, listen, I don't know nothing else about that song no more. I learned it in school in the choir. Somebody was in choir in high school, middle school, elementary school. Probably, no, I don't think they had choir in elementary school, but church. Okay. Legal matters. Were you ashamed about divorce? Were you ashamed about some illegal activities that you were involved in? You didn't want nobody to know about that. Okay, you were ashamed about it. You were ashamed to be thinking about some fucking divorce. Okay, well, guess what? This jackass did it to themselves anyways. That situation is done. Now you got to apply emotional mastery here. What else? We have the divine masculine energy. Taking actions. This divine masculine is in a prayer pose. You pray for them. You pray for their protection. Okay. And I love you. The divine masculine loves you. Your divine masculine loves you. This is your soulmate. Some of you, your soulmate, your divine masculine is in your past. You've already met them. Your divine masculine, your soulmate is somebody that taught you about these flowers. This is... Oh, yeah. Okay. When I looked at these cards over here, it looked like, well, you know I'm gay, so it looked like a couple gay boys are getting engaged. And then it looked like same-sex connection. And then it looked like learning. So one of the things that this person, they taught you in the past, okay, because I'm going back to that real quick, was that you have to love both sides of yourself is part of it. You were so fucking feminine. In other words, you were such a great lady, but you weren't that lady who was willing to take action for yourself, wasn't willing to provide certain things, or you didn't have protection. Okay. You had to learn to have protection. Now, here's a hidden blessing for you now. Even though he's a jackass, Your divine masculine loves you and will always be here to protect you. I heard, oh God. This is crazy. Some of you were literally married in the past. Huh? But not by the court system because somebody didn't get the fucking divorce. Somebody never got a divorce. So how could you legally marry in the court system? But somebody here, you was still married. You was still married to this divine master. Keep going. Let me see the picture here. What do I have? Love child. Somebody is hiding that they pregnant by their divine masculine right now. Because the divine masculine is a jackass. Let me finish these cards. What else do we have here with the Seven of Swords? Jezebel. Fucking Jezebel. OMG. Lying ass. A Jezebel. Okay. Seductress. Okay. Succubus energy. A fucking succubus energy. Okay. You got somebody here, you got a fake ass divine masculine trying to come in. What else? The GPS. Hello, I like it. Two of Pentacles. Your emotional guidance system tells you exactly what the fuck to do. Outcome energy. Off and on, hot and cold, detached. It says ghosted. The world. Ghosted. Okay. So much here. This is the end of the on and off and on, hot and cold, detached, ghosted energy, just so you know. You keep following your emotional guidance system, okay? Yeah. Keep following your emotional guidance system. It's showing you about these fucking Jezebels that's trying to get you caught up. Yes, Jezebel's trying to get you caught up. Your emotional GPS is going to show you all about it. Shameless. Somebody is shameless. Somebody is a shameless liar. Somebody who has no morals. No fucking morals. That's what kept them living with that dark energy. Somebody had a very dark aura. You could tell they had a dark aura. You could tell they had a dark aura. And the thing of it is, you were guided right to them. You felt like this divine this masculine energy, okay, was to make, or this energy was to wake up your divine masculine energy so that you don't look like a jackass at the end of the day because you don't let go of something from feeling shame or guilt or like you did something wrong. You're going to be gone on this. You're leaving it all behind. Again, this is so you could get in tune with what is meant for you and who is meant for you. Okay, I heard to pass these cards one more time and to do it up here. So let's see, just right off the top. Funeral. God dang, there was a funeral. Hello, there was a funeral. Did you go? Were you invited? Let's see. What else? Feelings. Now there's all these feelings. Maybe you felt like a jackass before. Okay. What else? Losing sleep. Interesting. Thinking. So here, but this is in the hidden blessings. There's a reason why, there's a reason why you're staying up. There's a reason why you're staying up. You could be connecting to this divine masculine that's set to come in for you. You have a divine masculine who loves you, who truly is happy with you, loves you, okay, just the way you are. This person is only connecting to you in spirit, but this person does love you and they want to connect with you in physical. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, this is one reason why you're not sleeping, because guess what? You're up when they're up. Somebody here. You got a lot of feelings happening when you try to lay down about this funeral. Ay, Dios mío. Listen, if you had a lover who was a complete jackass in the past, they opened the door for a beautiful lover to come in here who's real and who's really your divine masculine. Oh, I love that. Yeah, family. Oh, the family. So the family the family is maybe not the same, because usually when there's somebody that high freaking vibrational, they're the only one in their family. So either your family is not the same or their family is not the same. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the family. It's not about the family. Okay. This person, I heard they pray for you before they go to sleep. They pray for you before you go to sleep. Let me see what else. No strings. You literally don't have, so you're not easy to attach to right now. Interesting. You're not easy to attach to right now. You're not forming strings to anybody. Again, you're by yourself. You're in your own fucking energy. Okay. Pop the question. Oh shit. Pop the question. This is you, pop the question. And there's the fucking ring. You the one that's gonna pop the question to your own divine masculine. Oh, let me see what else. Fucked up over you. Ha! Wow. Okay. Let me look at this again. Hold on. I want to look at this a little bit more. There was a funeral or a divorce. There was an ending. Somebody passed. There was the end of a relationship. It could have been about child support. Somebody here, a situation came to an end. Somebody has feelings, and now they feel like they're a jackass for some of the stuff they did in their past, and there's somebody here, they just can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about you. They should have popped the question. They feel like they should have popped the question. They didn't. They didn't know, because they felt like you just wanted, maybe they looked at you and they didn't know what you were really about, Somebody here don't want no strings. They don't want to be attached. They just want the superficial shit. They just want the material shit. They just want the sexy shit, you know what I'm saying? Think about it before you pop any fucking questions. Take a long, hard consideration before you go making any kind of promises, commitments, or attachments to anyone. And if your emotional guidance system is guiding you to connect. But this whole reading, is not saying that you're connecting. The rest, all this reading is saying, listen, watch out for folks that's going to try and come in and attach to your energy right now. What are you committed to? What are you committed to is a big question. And I heard celestial alignment. Celestial alignment. Somebody here is sitting here feeling ashamed, feeling grief, because maybe they attached themselves to somebody. Somebody attached themselves to a person that got them feeling a lot of fucked up feelings. They had to go into this whole emotional mastery learning experience, okay? But they remembered, at least they knew what to do, and now they're in this period of time alone. And at the end of the day, they're ghosted and you are moving on, because they were an obstacle and you're moving in the right direction now. That's where you're ending up. I'm going to look below this deck because the shame is here, and I want to know. Shame, we have the back star: pain, cheating, deception, mind games, love bomb, under pressure, anxiety, decisions, time's running out, karmic ties. Telling you, karmic ties. You do have a true divine masculine. You got fucked up over some karmic connection. There was somebody here who could have already been married, so they couldn't really marry to you. Maybe you asked them the question. Maybe you asked them to marry you at some point. I see, you asked them to marry you at some point. They felt so stupid because they never told you that they weren't even divorced. Like, they were already married. They didn't want no strings. They just wanted sex. They told you they loved you. They fucking lied. This was just another lesson, baby. They were another lesson. All right. I'm done. I'm done. Sidereal time came and gone. I'm glad we got the heavy hitting stuff, the meat and potatoes out first, because the rest of this is just annoying. It's just annoying. It makes me laugh. I'm like, really? Really, people? This is where we're at? Yeah, this is where we're at. You know, you wanted to be with this person. You wanted to have a family with this person. You wanted to take care of your child with this person, something like that. Life had a better plan for you. You're going to find out what that is. So keep choosing the path of alignment. You can choose grief if you want to. That's a choice. It is a choice. But why would you want to choose that for yourself? Didn't you have enough of that already? Do you really want more? Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. And I'm out.